come. No come.
Let them come. I feel like crying too. She was wonderful.
Mama wonderful. Mama wonderful. I know. Mama wonderful.
I'll miss her very much. She helped me understand myself and my violent emotions.
But she said that they were still there. Still there though. Joshie! Mama gone! Mama gone! Mama gone!
I loved Grandma. What's gonna happen to us? She said if anything happened, get the will and call Uncle Frankie. He'll make it okay.
I like Uncle Frankie. Frankie nice. Sebastian mean. Angela.
She said they'll fight.
Why fight? Fighting is bad. Mama dead. I have $3.22 in my pocket. They want it, I give it to them. But I think it's the buildings.
You're right. They want the buildings. Buildings in this neighborhood.
Mama said don't worry about the buildings.
We have to be cautious until all papers are processed, Uncle Mikey. I'm only 17 and my mother may try to get custody.
Snake!
A good snake. Grandma and Uncle Frankie had papers prepared signing my custody to Grandma officially. My mother signed them weeks ago, Grandma's insistence. For money, of course.
I like Frankie. Frankie is good. Joshie, we stay together. You're like brother, but your niece. Mama gave her $500. She counted 950 bills, 500.
Nephew.
I get that mixed up. Arthur at work laughs when I say that, but he says, you never make a mistake when you file. I'm a good filer. I read slow, but I'm a good filer. Joshie, we stay together in this big apartment. Mama would be happy if we stay together. 10 is 500. Mama was happy when they said that I was a good filer. They said I was a good filer. Joshie, I love you.
I shouldn't have yelled and screamed when she told me she didn't like my music. But I didn't throw anything. She let me calm down and then hugged me. But still, she told me not to play my music so loud because it gave her a headache.
You did, and you let me listen to the weird music.
It's not weird, it's rap.
Rap is weird, but you like it, so I like it. Mama did, oh, I get it. Is rap too.
Hello? What's up, Uncle Frankie? Do you need us to help? The wake's Wednesday. Did you call them? I figured. Someone's coming now. That could be them because Grandma changed the locks. I know, but just the thought of seeing her makes me tremble inside like I did before.
I'm not stupid. You stupid. Mother always loved me better. Go in your room and sulk.
You got so big. I'm so sorry I didn't see these last few years. Mother thought it best. I missed you so much. So much. I was here last week signing something, but Mama wanted me to come when you were in school. It must be difficult being a mainstream school. It must be difficult being in mainstream school.
Get your hands.
Oh, he needs a home immediately.
You need a home, you freak!
Don't talk to your uncle disrespectfully. You were happy in the home, weren't you? You said you liked the food. They served the pork chops.
I used to throw the pork chops at Benjamin, Mother, because I hated being there. All these feelings were gone till you walked into this room. Whenever I see your faces, I need to breathe. Excuse me.
The old room left the money there. I mean, excuse me, the will and the money there. I glanced at it once. We should have no trouble getting custody of your child. Oh, and, oh my God, those papers you stupidly signed are now void. My lawyer friend, well, the corporate shark charges 20% of the will's net worth. Concur, as long as the money wasn't left in trust. And since you are the oldest, we should have no trouble getting power of attorney over the idiot.
How did he manage that? He seems as crazy. As long as he acts like that, we should have no trouble committing him. Do you really think she left the money for all of us? You know, knowing her, we were excluded. She thought we were both alcoholics. Now, I drink sometimes, I admit, when life is a bit edgy, but I can stop anytime I want.
Stop any time at the bar.
Hey, I don't got much left, and you didn't even have any in the apartment last night. I had to buy. Did you find a will?
She never minded her own business, and she was always unappreciative of me, and she kept her money underneath her bed, but she would never cut me out.
All she had was the buildings. She gave so much away to the church. And then look at this place. It looks like a tenement. But
you live in a hotel paid for by the city of Newark. For Christ's sake, Newark.
You
so don't
try to wire money out of her
don't
bank
you
account.
criticize me.
And she never said much to you after that.
And I did not know that Frankie was watching everything. Give me a swig. I need a buzz.
You ain't living at the Ritz.
I live in Dumbo. I have a nice one-bedroom.
I saw hundreds of roaches when I crashed there last night.
There weren't hundreds, just 20. Listen, there is no will here.
Wow! Out of my house!
Mama gone. They will help you in the home. We should have no trouble getting them both committed.
Oh, I am so sad. I thought she said he got better. She didn't even want us, her wonderful children, on her deathbed. All she wanted was Frankie and his skinny wife and the two nuts, Mikey and Josh.
Am I getting a pimple?
Oh, on your brain.
Newscasters have brains.
Not on cable. Besides, you're just a weatherman and you're unemployed.
Get out of my house! Out! Oh, don't bring up the jacket again.
Hello? It's me. I'm agitated. I lost it. I just lost it, Uncle Frankie. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. Okay, I'll breathe. I'll see you in a bit. Breathe.
They go away. You scream a lot. Are you okay?
I don't know. I feel bad. Reality's like a cloud, Uncle Mikey. It rolls in, you know when the sky is so blue. Suddenly.
You are a poet. Sky blue, clouds rolling. Suddenly, Frankie is coming now. I called him, and his phone said that you were calling. Why were you screaming? You were screaming a lot. Clouds. The bad not coming out.
A little. It's like everything that was built up from Grandma's gone. And the noise in my head starts when I see my mother, and the voice I create to come and not let the feelings when it seems to disappear. Why can't I be in the same room with my mother?
Joshy, I said and tired. Can I sleep? Frankie could wake me. If the monsters scare, look in their eyes. They go away.
It'll be all right, Uncle Mikey. I promise we'll stay together.
Frankie, Uncle Joshy, Frankie.
Frankie, I sad and tired. Joshy and I are sad and tired. I know, it'll be okay, I promise.
I jumped on the desk.
So it hasn't been an easy day. The first question I want to ask you is, how do you feel now? Do you feel in control?
Not the same.
See, remember that.
I understand that you're working on the legalities of getting custody of me, and of having power to turn over Uncle Mikey, but maybe they're right. I belong in a home. When Grandma died yesterday, and standing there in the hospital, knowing that I might be forced to see my mother and even Sebastian again, it gave me anxiety. I thought I could control it, but as soon as they walked into the room, I felt something stirring inside of me. Uncle Mikey implied something about a monster. He was right.
She raised you until you were 13, and she caused damage because of her problem. One problem that exacerbates all her problems. Alcohol. That's it in a nutshell. You are a victim. The doctor has confirmed that.
I believe it, but I jumped on a desk.
When we were young, Angela and Sebastian were different, a little self-centered. For the most part, though, we were a normal, happy family. And then, well, things began to change when we realized how valuable the buildings were. They moved out and they didn't do so well. I did well in my construction business. And then they kept asking Ma for money. These buildings are mostly rent stabilized and rent controlled. She didn't have any cash. So, Josh, I do know how bad things were. I don't know every detail, but I heard some things.
I jumped on the desk. I picked up a vase, but I knew I wasn't going to hurt anyone.
See?
Maybe it is the same.
It's not the same. Make it not the same. Do you have the will?
I didn't read it.
Well, I was with Ma when it was executed. I know every detail.
What about Uncle Mikey? He can't live by himself.
He probably could, but he wouldn't want to. Mikey's mind works differently from ours. You know, it's limited. He's trapped behind a wall, and he can't process his emotions immediately, and he needs instruction to do the things that come naturally to the rest of us. But he doesn't listen to him. Sometimes he can rise above his mind. The brain is like a computer. It's his choice where he wants to live. But I will protect him from outside collusion.
I'd feel bad if you were alone.
Well, he can stay next door with us, or you know, he can stay here with you, if you want, or we can connect the apartments.
This is my mother's house, and I'm staying here. I don't want to go back to Newkirk until the body is in the funeral. Sebastian slapped me. He said I can't stay with his roaches. I want to be with my baby.
She is drunk. It doesn't matter.
You are my little baby.
You put your hands up.
You are in control.
Why you run away?
We can get through this together.
I am a good mother.
I feel crazy again. Why do I feel crazy again? Uncle Frankie, I don't want to feel like this anymore.
This is different. You are aware of your behavior. Focus. 4 years ago, you couldn't even be spoken to after one of these fits. You calmed yourself. You controlled it. This is not the same.
4 years ago when I began seeing Dr. Goodstein, he told me that the feelings beyond my abhorrent behavior were a combination of confusion and anger and maybe a chemical imbalance. Put me on an antidepressant and started analyzing all my behaviors, allowed my mother to put me in a home. Grandma sat in on the first 20 sessions.
Well, she told me some of them, not in any way to criticize. She just was having trouble understanding. She was particularly upset about the details of the fire.
It's surreal, Uncle Frankie. I was 13. I knew she had been drinking.
Knew what? Ma always left this out of her account. She knew, but she would suddenly stop.
It's hard to say.
You don't have to.
I was the bully's delight. I couldn't focus on school, and I was miserable that I couldn't get any support at home. It was a tough day at school, and when I came home, they were drunk, and I couldn't take it again. I freaked out. I grabbed some matches and ran toward Sebastian, who seemed passed out on the couch. I set fire to a stack of newspapers touching him. My mother ran in screaming, and he jumped up getting minor burns. They ran out. I quickly realized what I did, and I found a bottle of water and I put it out. That's when my mother quietly committed me to the Raven home.
You controlled it. Remember that.
Maybe I should go back on meds.
Well, talk to your doctor. Listen, Josh, we're all crazy sometimes. Insanity is a judgment of others. If you think you're crazy, most likely you're not. They've said that Mikey has been not normal his entire life. But he's happy. Listen to him. Sometimes he's brilliant. And Angela and Sebastian, well, Ma did incorrectly take sides on that.
Grandma never hurt anyone.
Listen, nobody's perfect. Ma was wonderful, but she dealt with things in her German-Italian mentality, right or wrong.
But still.
Good or... Don't get me wrong. I loved Ma.
So the buildings are worth a lot, aren't they?
Well, the other building sold days ago at 165 times. No, wait, 65 times the $150,000 she paid for it.
That's $10 million. You're saying that Grandma was worth $20 million in cash and profit? Holy shit! Excuse me.
Million.
20 million. Uncle Frank, I don't know how much she's worth.
I'll take it.
Well, she didn't matter to her. That did not matter to her. But she knew. She was just glad that you and Mikey would be okay. Hello? Yeah. I could be there in 10 minutes. It's the lawyer. Papers? Listen, I better go. You know, I could be back here in an hour. But Josh, I'm gonna stay here tonight, okay?
Angela. Angela.
Oh, it's Mother.
Go to bed.
Okay. Can I have my 20 million?
When you wake up.
Why did Frankie leave? Why did Frankie go out? I want Ma back. I want Ma back.
Uncle Frankie just went to the lawyer and he'll be back. He promised everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, no, you are not okay. I know you are not okay. I could tell that the monsters come. Mama said that the monsters could come back. She said that only love can make the monsters go away. I love you, so monsters go away. Monsters go away. Monsters go away. Monsters go away. If you laugh, you are happy. And if you are happy, the monsters go away. Mama, let the monsters win sometimes.
What?
She was angry at Sebastian and Angela and would not help them, but she told me something to make it better yesterday.
What are you saying?
I'm glad you're okay. If you feel the crazy, let it rain. Clench your fist and let the rain fall on your head and bounce off. Mama gave me papers to make it better yesterday.
Uncle Mike, Grandma died yesterday. She couldn't give you anything.
She was in the hospital and she told me where to look. Laying there, she told me where to look.
For what?
I gotta go to the potty. If the monsters are coming, it's because Mama died.
Do you really think that's it?
I didn't go to the bathroom.
I mean that it felt so out of control because I was mourning.
I didn't go to the bathroom in the morning.
You know, you're right. I'm sure of it.
But if you need me to, I could hold it in. I know how to hold it in. You clench your whole body. And then, oh, you clench. I don't like coffee. I like Coke.
Thank you for coming with me. Drink.
Dr. Goodstein is nice. He listens like Ma listens. You know what? Mama's dead. Mama's dead. I talked to Doctor. I like Coke. I like Coke.
Uncle Mikey, do you remember what he said? Having feelings is okay?
I feel
Maybe you
sad.
should listen too.
Sad feelings. Sad feelings.
I allowed my feelings to make me act crazy again.
You talked, and you calmed, and the doctor nodding head.
You saw it, Auntie Mikey.
Auntie Mikey, Auntie Mikey. I be doctor. I be doctor.
Hello, Dr. Feinstein.
Dr. Goodstein, a good doctor.
All my life I felt crazy, and for the last few years I was able to rise above those feelings. That's what I said to him, right?
Yes, that's what you said. I am doctor.
Sorry. So when Grandma died yesterday, all sadness that ever existed seemed to float to the surface. She told me everything would be fine. Uncle Mikey and I will be fine. And yet I lost it. I remembered everything my mother and Sebastian had done, and I lost it.
Listen, what do you feel now?
Very good, Uncle Mikey.
Doctor!
I just have to realize that it was a long time ago, and I have the ability to rise above anger.
I gotta go to the potty.
She had one bottle. You stole it and drank yesterday.
Could you run to the store and get me a 6-pack? Beer always gets rid of Mommy's headache.
Today's the first day of the week. Are you going?
I guess I left my bag at Sebastian's.
I'm sorry I got a little upset yesterday.
You pushed me down? You jumped on the
I
desk?
see you and I feel things that...
Hey, don't lay the guilt on me. I'm a terrible mother. I drink all the time. I don't remember nothing. But I think I haven't been so bad.
Today's the first day of the week. Are you going?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I just gotta find something to wear.
Well, Frankie's at the funeral home and he'll be back to pick us up.
Do you at least have coffee? If you won't buy me beer, could you lend me $10?
No. First of all, I'm too young to buy beer, and second of all, I'm not inclined to give you money.
Grandma is dead. You know where she hid a little cash.
Yes, but what amazes me is the audacity for you to ask your son to break the law. And why don't you care that I had to go to a shrink so early?
Oh, I am hungover. I do not need this. You know, I know you have this thing in your mind, like I am a monster. I drink all the time, and I don't work, and I sleep around, and you saw it, and now you might have to live with me because I have legal custody.
You signed it over.
No, I signed some papers, yes, but that was for my mother to make decisions for you. I'm sure now that she's dead, it reverts back to me. Sebastian saw a lawyer yesterday who said that, are you sure you don't got a beer or something in the house? I think I'm getting the shakes.
I took 3 aspirins before when I went with Joshie, and my headache said bye-bye. You need 4. I am not normal, but I'm a good filer.
Could you get me some beer or lend me $10?
Don't drink. Mama said you shouldn't drink.
I don't need a drink. It just helps.
Dr. Goodstein said that eventually I have to forgive you. And that once I do, the power of what you did will go away.
He said that. I heard him say that. He said that.
I did the best I could. I'm so sorry. I messed up.
You touched me sexually.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't like words.
Sebastian laughed.
No, I didn't.
You were drunk.
Oh. Oh. To be honest, I don't remember.
Do you really not remember?
I don't. I wish I could just say it wasn't true, but when I'm drunk. But I'll let it go. Forget it. Sebastian and I were thinking about putting you in a home.
Uncle Frankie has custody of me now, and you won't have any say.
I could fight.
Maybe. But why?
Frankie
Because
is
of
coming
money?
now. Frankie is coming now.
Shut up!
Read the Katasilka. Read the Katasilka.
I better go. I really don't remember doing that.
I somehow believe you.
You really are in mainstream school now, aren't you? And doing well. Ma said that, but I never listened. We always fought. I would love a drink.
What if you stop?
Then what would I have? And I might even remember things that
You know,
I really don't.
I remember that time you took me to Disney World. You didn't drink the entire time. You had a good job as a private secretary. I was 8 and you were still friendly with Grandma.
I was trying to stop. I used to go to meetings.
Then I remember some man.
His name was Paul.
He was nice.
We had a relationship. It lasted about a year, but then
And
he
everything
met
ended.
someone else.
I read slow, but I understand
I
this.
better go get dressed.
Are you going to Mama?
Yes, I go to the wake.
You were happy in Disney World. Mama was happy, and then you became sad.
Try not to drink. I can help.
Don't drink.
Why are you waving that paper?
I don't know what it's called, but Frankie and Ma wrote it. It's a Katasilka.
You mean it's a codicil to the will?
She said that it's my choice. Frankie knows that it is my decision. So I am normal. And Joshie, I have custody of you. Frankie laughed and is happy. Ma said I can control where the money goes with certain, guides. Angela signed the custody to me, not to Ma.
What?
So you better not drink.
Oh, well, what about Sebastian?
So even Grandma knew you were the smart one.
Read.
Herewith, this now overrides all previous conditions. My loving son, Michael Paul Fredericks, has been declared competent and will serve as executor of this will and divide the assets according to his own conscience. You will have sole custody of my grandson, Joshua.
I want my family to be happy. If Angela and Sebastian stop drinking, we will be happy, and they will get the money. Joshie, Mama said it's my decision. With your help, will you help me? I am different. I am not the same, but I know that happiness is together. I want my family to be together. My mind is slow, but the thoughts are there. Above, the world seems far away. I'm happy. I'm sad. I think. I work. I eat. I may seem different, but the mind and the body are the same. We are above the mind and the body. We are better than the mind and body. So I am normal. Like you.